Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Here Before. I don't know how this came up, but it's only an hour and 23 minutes long. Perfect weeknight movie, as that trend still continues. A new family moved next door to Laura and her family. Their young daughter, Megan, quickly captivates her, stirring up painful memories of her own daughter, Josie, who died several years previously. Tells you nothing, right? But what I can tell you, 5.7 on IMDb, only 380 people rated it so far. So that's good to know. I don't recognize anybody. Looks like it's a, I don't want to say, it was a United Kingdom film. So, country of origin, United Kingdom. So that's probably why I don't know any of the actors or actresses or anything about this movie. I don't even know how it got on my list, but it gets there, and it's short. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to find out what it's about, give you a better idea, and see if it's worth watching. It's on Amazon Prime, so we'll see. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Here Before. No check-ins, hour and 23-minute film or 24-minute film. And I tell you what, first of all, I have to say this before I forget. If you do decide to watch this film, I'm going to say this right from the beginning, at the hour and 11-minute mark. So right around there, 1 hour, 11 minutes, check it out. Check out what I'm calling like a blooper. In a sense, it's a drone shot. So look at that. So it's around 1 hour and 11 minutes, and it's a drone shot over the town. And I think that's funny. I never see them all that often. I saw one at the end of Teen Wolf, that was it, but this one, it's not like a blooper. It's a surprise. I'm surprised, like the editor or whoever didn't catch it, kind of thing. Not a big deal, but it's fun. All right. So check it out if you watch out this film, which I do recommend. Nice short film, Northern Ireland. So you know, they have the Irish accent, but they weren't hard to understand. And it starts off as like, I'll say annoying. I caught on my phone a little bit, you know what I mean? I became uninterested because it was uncomfortable. Basically, this family moves in next door, as we know from IMDb, to another family. Both families of three. Mother and husband with a boy, mother and husband with a girl, right? Or whatever. And so the family that was living there with the boy had lost their little girl somehow. We don't know, you know, how at first, but she sees this other little girl that moves in next door and then starts taking a liking to her and starts to, you know, obsess about her. And it becomes very uncomfortable for the viewer, for me anyway. I was very uncomfortable, didn't like it. You know, the parents try and intervene and like, stay away, this is terrible, that kind of thing. And the mother's just like, no. You know, she's like my little daughter, like trying to replace her, that kind of thing. And then there's other things that go on that enhance that infatuation, right? And I don't want to go into too many details, but and like I said, it became very uncomfortable. So I was like on my phone, I didn't want to watch it. It's just weird. It's like, ugh, that kind of thing. Not like, and there was nothing inappropriate. I mean, you know, nothing really inappropriate. I mean, you know, she's just like asking her to go to the playground and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's nothing that bad that makes you feel that uncomfortable, but it's just uncomfortable because you know what's going on. So I just wanted to clarify that. So you have that going on, and of course now, you know, her family's noticing this, and the other family's noticing this. And that's how it's all set up for you. Like I said, there's other pieces of this that kind of enhance it a little bit. Like, you know, she really thinks that this somehow might be her daughter. And so you'll have to see that to check it out, to see what I mean. So that's the whole thing. Like, you're watching this, and it was almost at a point where it's like, I'm too uncomfortable. It's not going to go anywhere. This lady is just like, oh, off a rocker kind of thing. But it develops further past that, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. So if you get to that point and you're thinking, you're not for me, stick it out. Again, short film, and it really becomes even more interesting as the film goes on, as you can imagine. It's not one of those films sometimes where you can, you know, you can sense where it's going to go, and it's, you know, very predictable. This one, it wasn't to me. You know, you start to become interested as these other things come into play, like what, you know, what's going to happen here. And you put your phone down and you start watching the movie and paying attention and rewinding things and things like that. So, so that's where I don't. That's not at the 1 hour and 11 minute mark. That's well before that. I was already really interested in the film prior to that. You know, I'm not sure. I didn't get a time on when I really bought into it, but just ultimately just stick it out and check it out. It's worth the watch. You know, I don't know any of the actors or anything like that, but I thought they did a great job of the direction they wanted to take the film and taking us on that ride. So there you go. Yeah, cinnamon. I hate when that happens, but that's what I got for you. I can't say much else. I'm up around a 6 or a 7 for this one. Probably would have been a 7 if it wasn't so painful in the beginning for me. But I thought it was original. It was neat. It was not something I not necessarily have seen before. Definitely not actors I've seen before. So, you know, there's some. I guess there's some questions, but they kind of answered them. I forget it. They did answer the one question I had. Like, yeah. I mean, there's small questions, but nothing that's going to ruin the film. All right, I'm overthinking it. I'm choking, but go ahead and check it out if you're really into movies that you know, other people haven't seen. This is probably one of them, and I think it's worth the watch. I think it works out. So there you go. That's all I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.